Next is the stability and flow value determination for compacted Marshall specimen. By AASHTO T245 or ASTM D6927 method. Here I would like to tell you one thing about the formation of the Marshall specimen. I have already explained in much detail, and similarly I have already uploaded many videos that how the stability test is performed. Here I will only tabulate the result. You know, just for your introduction, okay, I have this water bath, and with this water bath, this is known as a perforator base, and this is the water level, and I have kept all my specimens over here, and these specimens are completely immersed in water. So above, this is the water above this one. So here temperature is 60 Celsius and time required for this one is 30 to 40 minutes. These are my Marshall specimen. Let us suppose it is sample S1, sample S2 and sample S3. After 30 minutes, I will remove this specimen, put in Marshall machine. Apply the load. Till failure. Okay, and the rate of application is loaded at 51 millimeter per minute. And you know, I have stated that Marshall specimen, apply the load till failure, and the rate of application of the load is given. And here I will note the failure reading, which is the stability. First and second, I will note the deformation, which is the flow reading. I will basically calculate these two quantities, stability of flow, and then next stiffness will be calculated by their ratio. And very important point to note over here, that this sample taken, mark my word, sample taken from bath up to completion of the test, sample taken from this water bath till this crushing, time consumed should be 30 seconds maximum. Now I have already told you that we will go on taking the sample, put in the Marshall machine, we will note the failure reading for the stability, and we will note the deformation reading for the stability. And what are these values? Because this test I have already performed over here, and this I will show you over here. You know, for the first sample, we have calculated the volume earlier, and this volume is written over here, sample S1, sample S2 and sample S3. You know, before we have already calculated the volume. In my previous video I have shown, and it is written over here. 509.9, 509.4 and 509.6. Here is the correction factor, 111. And here is the stability value, 13.6 Newton, 13.9 Newton and 13.7 Newton. When I have written these things, here I would like to tell you one thing, what is the correction factor? Because it's very important to know for you. You know, our ideal thickness for this Marshall specimen is 63.5 plus minus 1.27, or we can say that ideal volume, because every specimen has this volume, it is equal to 509 up to 522. When the volume is within this range, the correction factor is taken 1. When the volume is less than 509, the correction factor would be taken as more than 1. If volume is greater than 522, then correction factor will be taken as less than 1. So these are the 2 points which I have to use over here. So that is why correction factor is written over here. And in my next point, I have converted this stability into kilogram, because this is a kilonewton, it is converted into kilogram, and it's very easy. Just we have to use this this equation. 1 kilonewton is equal to 101.971 kilogram force. So if it is a 13.6 kilonewton, it would become equal to 13.6 multiplied by 101.971. After getting the multiplication, I get its answer 1386.8 kilogram force. That I have written over here. So it is by this equation. Similarly, for my second volume, whose stability is 13.9, and after making this calculation, I am going to get the stability. And for my third specimen, its volume is always greater than 509, correction factor would be 1, and stability reading taken from the Marshall machine is 13.6. And after getting multiplied with this value 101,971, I get 1397.0. So I have multiplied this value. Just keep this. What is the corrector stability? Corrector stability means this value which comes, it is being multiplied with this correction factor. So we can say that corrected stability is actually equal to the correction factor multiply this stability value. Here correction factor is 1 multiplied by 1386.8, so that's why value comes over here, because when 1 is multiplied, this value will remain same. And this is the deformation produced, which is my flow value. You know, this is a 2.15, 2.13, 2.11, and average value is given over here. And here average value of the stability is also given over here. Now we have to calculate the stiffness. Stiffness, as I already explained you, that stiffness is actually the ratio between the stability by flow value. Here stability average is 1400.4, and what is the average flow? 2.13. After making this calculation, I am going to get its value 657.5 kgf per millimeter. So I hope you have understand this one. Next I am going to show for, because it is my bitumen content 3.5. Now my bitumen content is 3%. I have named the sample S4, S5 and S6. Here my volume is 508.2, 508.9, 509.4. You know, here it is less than, that's why correction factor is greater than 1. And it is, with the range, it is this one. The value of the stability taken from the machine 14.3, 14.7 and 14.6. Next, after making the multiplication, this value by 101.971, I am going to get this stability. This is the value of stability obtained. And corrected stability means here, let us suppose that this is my column A and let us suppose that this is my column B. So A, when get multiply with this B, and I am going to get this corrected stability. And this corrected stability is given over here. 15, 16.5, 1558.9, 1548.1, and I am going to take the average, and this average value is this one. Flow value 2.42, 2.36, 2.36, 31, and average 2.36. Now this stiffness is equal to 1541.3 divided by 2.36, and I am going to get this value 5652.2. So this is the value of this stiffness, which I have shown over here. So the stiffness value is related to this bitumen content. So thank you very much for seeing this. So these are the just two introductory steps which I have explained it to you, and next I will go on explaining in my coming video about the bitumen content 3.5% and 4%, 4.5% and 5%. Thank you.